fixation of constantly putting out lies and falsehood and want everybody to let me tell you, there is nowhere that in this country the NDC completed 50 e-blocks. It's a lie, it's a falsehood, it's a consistent lie he's put out there. When you go to Parliament, Alfred, don't interrupt me, please. When you go to Parliament, when you go to Parliament, the official documentation is there. And when you get to Parliament, you realize that the NDC completed only 29 of the e-blocks they started. Get Fund started 101 of those e-blocks. And then World Bank contributed to the rest. You'd realize that it's a total of 125 e-blocks that the NDC started. As at the time they were leaving office, they had only managed to complete 29 of those blocks. So if he says they borrowed the money, where is the money? We have had to come and complete those 30, we've completed almost 30 blocks in addition to their 29. Now the point is this, you sit here, you speak of debts, and yet you refuse to tell the people that the e-blocks that you built in the bushes, hundreds of kilometers away from the communities, without dormitory blocks, you left them there and this government has come to complete them. I have just given you a list of secondary schools that have been built by this government from scratch to correct that falsehood and consistent palpable lie. For some strange reason, he's been saying this lie for 5 years. And for some reason, my party and my government has also refused to call him out. It is a lie, it is false. All the communities I have mentioned to you, when you go to those communities, you see the school. But let me even tell you something. It is senseless. It is completely senseless to come to a district like mine, where I have 13 secondary schools, 13 secondary schools, and say that your solution to providing space for children to go to school is to go and build another school building kilometers away from the community. Go to Okwapman School. The level of infrastructure in Okwapman School alone, classroom blocks, dormitory blocks, dining halls, is about 20 of e-blocks put together. If you want, tomorrow, send your cameramen to Okwapman School. So if I have space in a secondary school like Okwapman School, there is so much land, even today. And my vision is to provide the access for children to go to school. You think the most sensible thing is for me to go and build an e-block in Mangwase without a dormitory block? How would the children in Okopon be able to go to Mangwase? And that is what this government is seeking to avoid. And that is why a lot of their e-blocks are still stuck in the bush, completed, and yet children are not attending. Let me also address this very, very important. I don't know whether your producers would scroll the freshly built secondary schools that I showed to them. Alfred, let me also indicate.
I think that, yes.
Maybe later, if you can do it now, you can do it later.
It is going to be, it's been acknowledged. Yes,
they've acknowledged that they have it.
He's received
those
pictures. Just
awesome, good. Now, you see, let me also, why is he?
No,
let me also make this point and make it rightly so. All the loans we have contracted since 2017 are here. And these documents are in Parliament. And when you go to the Ministry of Finance website, it's there. Go and pick each of them and see whether these loans that we contracted have been used for the purpose for which we borrowed or not. The Ghana Secondary Cities Project, $150 million, 35 municipalities. I have given you an example of who. Go to Sunyani, go to Sanarugu, go to Kofoidia, go to Oda. These are projects out of this particular loan that was contracted by the government of Ghana. And these are into production. When you take a loan and build road, what is it? When you take a loan and build road, what is it? When you take a loan and build Tama and Pakadai railways, what is it? When you take a loan and you build Pokwase interchange, what is it? When you take a loan and build Obiche-Bilamte interchange, what is it? So these are real investments that the government has made. And contractor loans, please, I'm not done.
Right, thank you very much.
I am not done. These are loans. These are loans that the government has taken.
As we run
no, but he spoke first. I will have to speak last. He spoke first. He spoke first. I have to speak last.
The viewers who have followed this will be very, very honest about the timing and the allocated to both of you. Yes, finally.
Number one. I think the verdict around this table is very clear by majority of the panelists here, that this government has been very, very reckless in its borrowings, and that is what has plunged the country into the economic mess we have on our hands. And so for holders of government securities who are going to take a haircut, meaning they are going to lose their money, they should know those responsible for their predicament. It is none other than the cousin of President Akufo-Addo, Ken Ofori-Atta, who profited from borrowings that he himself led through his company, the Data Bank, as a transaction advisor, Charles Adubuahe, and especially the Bawumia-led economic management team. Because these were the same people, Alfred, who told us in 2016 that a public debt of 120 billion was too much, that Mahama was borrowing too much, and that Yetisi were come there. The money is here. We don't have to borrow. They will borrow responsibly. They will reduce the rate of debt accumulation. So if our public debt has ballooned from 120 billion to over 400 billion, if debt servicing has ballooned from about 10 billion to now 50 billion, a 500% increase, if debt to GDP has moved from 56% as of December 2016 to now over 90%, and our economy has moved from B- to now below junk status, it is the handiwork of Ken Ofori-Atta, Dr. Bawumia, and Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, and they must be held responsible. As for the lies Dennis continue to peddle, we don't have to give him any attention. You know why? Because the people watching us are discerning and can read in between the lines. You have sat on this platform and lied that when the NDC took office in 2009, we had money sitting in an account for the Eurojet Hospital projects. I have proven you wrong because you have no humility and integrity in you. You have not even been able to apologize for that. You have no shame. The school projects you have sent to your producer, and I'm very happy you didn't show it. Go to Abomosu and find out when the sword was cut for that project. The sword was cut by His Excellency John Dramani.
Can you imagine?
All the schools you have mentioned are all projects that have their roots in the next NDC Mahama government. My brother,
let me put it on record.
Why are you so jittery anytime I'm speaking? Why are you always behaving like a witch in a Holy Ghost filled church? When I'm speaking, can't you come and have my time? Let me make my. You gave me 5 minutes. Yes. Let me have my 5 minutes.
It's a minute left for you.
Now he speaks. You see, shameless people. They speak about we are borrowed for Pokwasi interchange. We are borrowed for Obechibila Elamte interchange. This clearly means that this man sitting here has no respect for truth. Because anybody watching me, just Google it. Because of time, I can't do that. Google it. Parliament approves loan for Bechebilamte interchange, Pokwasi interchange. All that was done in 2016 under the leadership of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. So, my brother, you have very little to show for the unprecedented resources you have had. For the records, the whole market project was built and almost completed under the Mahama government.
All right.
Abetifi was built under us. You should have completed it by now. Today it is at the mercy of the weather because you abandoned it for years. You should at least have some respect for the people of this country. The people of Labadi, the people of Shama, who you have deceived. You promised them hospital.
National Communications Officer of the NDC
to provide
and let me say this, Dennis Miracles, you were supposed to I just wanted to put it on record. You were supposed to come in. I was supposed to start with you, but
you were supposed. You told me you were supposed to start with you. You want to wrap up? So you told me you were supposed to start.
Apologize for the lie.
Dennis Miracles Abogye is the director of local government decentralization and rural development at the presidency.
Alfred, let me say a very warm good morning to Honorable Mutala and lawyer, and
I'm happy to see you here. We are part of the over-bloated government this office machinery. You guys are by thousands.
Lawyer, I'm the
what
last.
Are you doing there?
I'm the last person you go on this standing room. Okay. I'm the last person.
No,
you know, please.
Okay.
I'm the last person.
Okay.
I'm the last person you will get there. And if you start on this standing with me, the program will not end. You are completely wrong. A lot of the things you are even ignorant about, even the numbers and all of that. So let's start. Who come there?
Why don't 995?
No, but
are you not 995?
Lawyer, he knows.
Are you not 995? 1,000 people at the office of
Alfred, do you want me to react?
Yes, react.
Lawyer is ignorant about a lot of the issues.
How can Dennis be superintendent over a minister? Can
you imagine?
Hold on.
Look at Lawyer Kwebu. How can Lawyer Kwebu be giving us advices on running the country? Lawyer, where you catch?
where you catch.
Lawyer, where you catch. Lawyer, where you catch. That you are advising Nana Addo Dankwa-Akufo-Addo. What have you done for yourself?
Thank you. Okay.
I think that, lawyer, you are completely ignorant about the issues. Running an organization has nothing to do with age. There are people who are 20. Lawyer, experience has nothing to do with age. You are ignorant. You have an overbloated ego. I can be. How many years? Experience has nothing to do with age. Years has nothing to do with experience.
I'm just saying, what have you done before?
Lawyer, let me respond to you. No, I'll respond to you. Number one. Since you brought it up, let me give you one piece of advice. Experience. Let me. Okay.
How many years have you?
Don't worry. Let me respond to you. Number one, you are ignorant because I do not. Oh, let me speak. I do not pretend over any minister. If you had read, and then you pay attention to the issues, you don't make such an ignorant comment. Number two, I have a lot of experience. At least I have worked actively for 13 good years. To be able to do what I do.
Level?
Please.
At what level?
Please. So you see, you do not have my CV. Level? Can I speak? You do not have my CV. You have no idea about my work experience, and yet you come and sit in the morning. Please. Thank you. You come and sit on TV and make an ignorant comment, and you do this to almost every sector.
You have responded.
Because you are ignorant. Because you are ignorant.
It's okay. And you have responded.
You have responded.
Why are you? I think that moving forward, since you've met me today, you brought it up. Try to understand the issues, learn about it. If you have experience, decipher them before you make such comments. Don't do that. Let me make my point. Because you are ignorant. And you do it a lot. You do that a lot. And you see, when you do that on TV, you think that is why you organize a demonstration and less than 100 people showed up. Because you just because you knew nothing about it. Showed what? Your demonstration was there. Your demonstration was the worst organized demonstration, and you couldn't organize a common demonstration. You couldn't organize a common demonstration.
Okay, lawyer. Okay, hold on. Okay, we'll be back after this quick break. Stay with us.
Have you done
because
any?
That's also one of the issues that, in fact, a lot of economists, tax experts have been asking.
Is there any research? Okay, is there any consumer research that you have? Okay, not people's opinions, that says that the people are not using A-levy because they don't want to. They want to pay 0.5 and not 1.5. Number two, do you have any research that shows that as we speak now, the usage of the A-levy has gone down? You yourself, okay, from what you said, told me that in May, the usage of the
it's your
mobile
finance
money.
Ministry that is telling us.
The data.
So I'm just reiterating whatever data.
Which ministry? When did they bring it to you?
Oh, but it came out 2 days ago. You don't know?
No, I haven't seen it.
You haven't seen it doesn't mean that it's not out. I'm reading it here. You're asking me.
In fact, let me even tell you this.
This is something that we have all discussed in the media. You're challenging it now.
I checked from the finance ministry yesterday, and they told me these figures didn't come from them. I can tell you.
So what is their figure?
If you want, put the finance minister online.
What is their figure?
No. You see, let me answer one particular question.
Dennis, what is their figure? You are here challenging your own finance minister.
Relax. I am
so you say that the finance minister says this.
I am telling you that I checked from the finance ministry. I don't want to distract the conversation. This is just by the way. Okay. You are saying that this is our own figures, and I'm telling you that the figures that you have, I have checked from the finance ministry, and the finance ministry tells me that these figures didn't come from. And I haven't seen the report.
What are their figures?
Do you have the report?
What are their figures?
Do you have the report?
Dennis, what are the figures? If I didn't have the report, I won't be reading it here.
The fact that they say they haven't given you this report doesn't mean that I should put out figures.
You don't have the figures. Let me move on to lawyer.
Relax.
Let me move on to lawyer. Because I don't know how you are challenging this. Why has the finance ministry not come out to dispute these numbers? Because these numbers came out 2 days ago.
Would you let me land?
The finance ministry has not come out to dispute.
Would you let me land?
And yes, they told you that these numbers are wrong.
You can't just brush off and move on to
I'm moving on. I gave you enough time. You decided to use a part of your time to talk about other developments.
More than I have.
I haven't. I gave you enough time. Let me go to lawyer. Let me go to lawyer.
30 seconds.
I'll come back to you.
I am saying that before lawyer comes. I am saying that.
Give him 1 minute.
No, you give me the 30 seconds. You launched free SHS for day students, for which reason you were even planning to bring on board these students. Day students of Aquinas, Accra High, and every day student in the year 2015 in Ghana received a bill of not less than 400 cedis and paid their school fees, including furniture fees, WASE registration, and what have you. Today,
Dennis, don't react to him. Go on.
So don't sit on TV and just spread it. Now, again, I did not claim that Nanado was lauding an announcement. Nanado's interview was with Fifi Boafo on Man FM in 2014. There was no progressive, so-called progressive.
As for that, you said so that he was lauding the announcement.
Yes, exactly.
Right.
So it cannot be the case. So don't come and say he claimed that Nanado. The fact is that Samson Nana Adodankwa Ekufuado launched free SHS. Former President Mahama should be magnanimous, including his spokesperson. It is completely disrespectful to the people of this country. It's an insult to every single poor child in this country. With all the things they said against Free Senior High School, did against it, including in the year 2016. What he said, now that is even not a worry. Even after Free SHS had been implemented, former President Mahama said that it was going to collapse the Ghanaian education. He went on to even lambast the students of beneficiaries of this free SHS education. Then you come back in 2024. Good thing. You love it. You realize that the people love it and cherish it. So you want to now clinch on it for an election. Right. No problem.
Thank you, Dennis.
Tell the people that, you know what, I think the way this thing is being done, I have a much more improved way of doing it.
Yes,
and this, so. No, and this is how.
Okay.
No, something. When you say review, it's a source of. It's review a policy.
Okay.
So that lack of respect for the people of Ghana, that attempt to steal a policy that you campaigned against, demonstrated against, and protested against, and then the confidence to even continue to sit on TV and peddle falsehood.
Thank you, Dennis.
It's most disrespectful to the people.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. You can't be replying every word.
No, I'm just giving you the receipt.
Do that.
St. Aquinas, go to the students. Yes, go to the yes.
You are lying.
Hold on. Aquinas secondary school. Is there a body?
Where is the document?
Hold on. Is there a body?
I cited of.
Relax. Oh, calm down.
Gave you my reference.
Aquinas,
where are the documents?
The headmaster is on video. The headmaster of Aquinas is on video.
These students paying 400 cedis
yes,
in Ghana.
Sacking students.
That's a bare thing.
You are a liar.
Stop lying.
A complete liar.
Sammy.
The headmaster of Aquinas on video. And you have the energy to sit on TV.
Claim that President Mahama only announced the policy.
And I want to refer to you as gentlemen. Gentlemen, stop this.
The budget.
Listen to me.
Open and shut documentation.
I'm sure you guys have an idea. The people who watch this show,
stop interrupting me.
Please show them respect.
Before I intervened.
Kofi, I said I was going to give you a minute.
Lying.
I'll give you 2.
Thank you.
It's unfortunate that because of your announcement of support for Bawumia, constrains us to limit you. I know that beyond that, you are capable to do your independent analysis of
That's
things.
what I'll do.
But because of that, I'll give you only 2 minutes.
I hear you.
No, because I have a question about your candidates.
I didn't finish.
That why is it that if Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia has done so well, why is he spending so much money on just a super delegate?
Well, you are making an emphatic statement.
Yes, I will. Let me start. For instance, the vehicles he imported.
Which vehicles? Bawumia has not imported any vehicle. Have you seen any document that indicates that? Have you seen any manifest, any document that indicates that Dr. Mahmoud? It is a lie. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia's campaign has already come out to explain he has not imported any vehicle.
But what I have asked you, even the source of the campaign, and you
I am starting there to hash.
Even able to know that was very much. I asked you before. I asked you before this was not. You said you
cannot import your views.
You couldn't tell us.
You cannot import your views.
Have I not asked you that question? Have I not asked you that question?
Let me say the fact.
Have I not asked you that question?
Which question? Let me correct your falsehood. I am telling you that it is false, a complete lie, that Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia has imported any vehicle. That's a lie. And establish that, because you haven't seen any invoice, any document that establishes the fact that Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia has imported any car. And we will not allow you or any other person to impose their views on any of this. So it's a lie. Establish that. Number 2, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia has not spent any extraordinary money than should be spent in running this campaign. Wow. And you have no evidence, complete no evidence to say anything other than speculate and join the speculative bandwagon. Your job is not to join the speculation. Your job is to verify, validate these speculations. Once you have substance,
it's based on that.
Where is the substance? Tell me.
No,
what?
Absolutely.
Based on what? Based on what?
I have seen it.
Seen what? Seen what?
Oh, my producers has confirmed that there are people at the hotel.
But those people are come by you. You are saying that by your camp. How did you establish that it was by the camp? You see, there were 10 people running. You see the problem. Okay. The problem with the point you are making is that there are 10 people running a contest. You have seen people. You claim you have seen people in a hotel, and you assume that those people are in the hotel camped by one candidate. When you have no evidence.
Why would they lie against your candidates?
But are you not here lying? Are you not here lying that the candidates imported vehicles? Why did you put out that lie?
It is not a lie.
Where is your evidence?
So you are not.
Where is your evidence? You put out a lie that Dr. Baumia imported.
It is not a lie. Even the blind person has seen that Dr. Baumia has brought vehicles into the country.
If you have been able to put out that lie.
I came here to promote.
The only person who has a record of lying.
I think you lie more than him actually, and you just put out a lie on this show today. Let me put that aside. The fact of the matter remains.
I'm not standing for president. It's him.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter.
Record.
The fact that you're not standing for president, you should continue to lie.
So, Mr. Mensah, I have a message from
me.
No.
She was interjecting.
No. I have a message. There's actually a text message.
I'll finish.
I'll come back to you. Don't worry. I'll come back to you.
Thank you.
I have a message from Madam.
Criticizing the government.
More than 15, actually.
15.
More than
criticizing, 15. Reviewing, providing feedback. I am giving you feedback this morning.
Okay.
Take it in good faith.
And that includes discrediting me.
Please. He spoke for 20.
And that he didn't speak for 20 minutes, please.
You did not interject him.
How long is the show?
Let me speak. Let me speak.
Slow down.
I want to give you feedback.
Slow down.
So let me speak. One, I am telling you that.
So hold on, Dennis. You can give me feedback, but don't attack me.
Okay, number one. Do not get carried away by what Adam is saying. Listen, I'll give you just 3 instances. On 27th of October, when you're having Johnny's Bite, you showed the frontal of Michelle Camp,
right,
and pointed out to a container office of Ponkatamanso.
That's right.
And asked, where are the roads?
That's right.
And the caption in front of my screen was, where are the roads?
Right.
You went on and on and on and on the whole morning, and the conclusion of your program was that there are no roads as promised by the government. What I am telling you this morning, please stop interjecting me. It is one of the
but you are putting an editorial slant on what we did, and I will not allow you.
We are partners.
No, you are not partners. What you are doing is putting an editorial slant. If you listen to Johnny's,
when we come on the show, hold on. You are like a second panelist for the NBC.
Hold on, no,
that is true.
No. This is unfair.
Because of what you are doing. When he was speaking, you never interjected him.
Dennis.
But you are interjecting.
I'm coming. You are talking about an editorial that I did. Hold on. On Ponkatamanso, I went there to film in front of Michelle Camp. Now, on the occasion of filming, I filmed a dirty patch of water in front of that container office of the Michelle Camp Ponkatamanso office. They had gone to put a red notice on almost all the houses, asking them to come and pay property rate, or else they will sell their houses to defray the cost. These are residents who had paid 500 Ghana cedis on their own to be able to construct a gutter for themselves. The assembly members went through the debt to go and place those ones. So I'm asking, where are the roads in those areas? I didn't say where are the roads in the whole of Ghana. First of all, don't put a slant on it, please.
First of all, you are this morning trying to explain what you did. I am telling you the impression you created in the minds of your viewers.
At the presidency.
Can you just let me flow?
At the presidency.
Can you just let me flow? You see, if you continue this way, in 2022, we will leave you and the NDC to run the show, so that you have the entire 1 hour as a Johnny's Bite.
Who loses?
Who loses?
Yes.
You think that you get the right content for your viewers if you continue with the skewed conversation? You will not let me speak. You keep interjecting. You keep putting unbalanced conversations on air, and I'm telling you this morning. Now listen. Be ready to accept criticism the same way you give others.
You are putting a slant on it, and you want me to accept it.
But when you call the president, when you say that the president is not shameless about a comment he made, you think that was a slant.
What comment was that?
Let me give you.
So you have abandoned the Ponkatamanso. You have abandoned the Ponkatamanso
because you are interjecting me.
So stay there. Stay at
So keep quiet and let me flow.
Go ahead.
Ponkatamanso, that is the first one. I'll come back to the president.
No,
27th October. You showed the frontal of Michelle camp.
That's right.
And was trying to create an impression. In fact, the question you asked throughout was that where are the roads? What I am telling you is that journalism and proper journalism this is what you should do. You should tell the people of Ghana that, listen, when they were coming into office, they said they were coming to construct the roads. But as we speak, they have done only 6,000 asphaltic roads across Ghana. And so when we look at the 6,000 asphaltic roads that they've done, we think that they can do more.
Did you listen to what I said?
I listened.
I stayed in
I listened. That is why I have you.
I stayed in Pong Kataman. I'm happy that the presidency watched Johnny's Bites. I stayed on Pong Katamanso and I said, the people of, you are not listening, the people of Pong Katamanso had paid 500 Ghana cedis each to construct their own gutter. The assembly shamelessly walked through the debt to go and paste a red notice on each of their households, telling them that if they don't pay their property rates, which the people had refused to, they were going to sell their houses to defray the cost.
So you're explaining.
Wait. I'm saying that I started a 30-minute monologue, an editorial. How could I have missed that?
Okay.
Missed that.
Okay, Johnny.
We can watch that. I can pull that up for me. Let's watch it.
When I finish,
let's put it so that you don't say that.
Want to have a monologue?
So I'm saying that the whole country,
you won't let me make my point.
country doesn't have rules.
So you are not taking the criticism. I will give you feedback whether you like it or not. I am telling you that
this is not feedback.
Now, on the 3rd of December, you raised an issue
that
when you were, I think that was when you were discussing the Captain Smart arrest issue.
Right.
Okay, and you went on to say that some MPP presidential staffers or whatever come on show, and they are holding speaking notes and they cannot speak from their head, and so they write things for them.
That is
and
my
they are
opinion.
reading.
What is yours?
My opinion to you is that you are biased.
Okay.
You serve as a second panelist to the NDC.
Okay.
You provide unbalanced conversation to the people of Ghana.
Okay.
You usually or mostly provide factless, mostly clothed in sensational and emotional conversations to the people of Ghana. Do you agree?
Okay.
That is my opinion.
Have you finished?
Now, no, wait. Now,
finish.
now I want you to understand that as we are going into 2022, the best way for you to serve the people of Ghana and your viewers is not to continue on the path of enjoying the monologue where you speak to yourself and clothe this as opinion and make it seem as if what you are putting out there to the people of Ghana is what it is. I have a long list of each of the episodes of Johnny's Bites written here, and I'm reading it. That doesn't mean I am thoughtless.
Have you finished?
That doesn't mean I am silly.
Have you finished?
Now you went ahead on the
you have
day
more.
You were speaking,
go ahead.
The day you were speaking on the NABCO issue.
Go ahead. Have you paid the NABCO people?
Can you let me flow?
Have you paid them?
You see how uncomfortable you are when you are getting feedback. You see how jittery you are. All I am saying is this:
have you paid the NABCO people? That's the question.
Whether you disagree with me or not, the year 2021 has come to an end. My hope and belief is that going into 2022, when we come back to this show, you do two things. You would serve the moderator as you are supposed to be.
Editor.
Adam is telling us this morning that you are criticizing and attacking and being sensational because we have not paid you or brought you into our pocket. Can I say that you are doing the work of the NDC because they have bought you? I'm just asking a question. I'm just asking a question. Whatever you're doing, you are doing the work of the NDC. Because you see, when you come and sit on the program, that is not one-on-one. Can you let me speak? Can you let me speak? That is your business. You think I care about what you say?
No,
let me tell you. When you come and sit on the show and it's a one-on-one, it is a debate between the NDC and the MPP. But in the year 2021,
so what are you assessing Johnny's Bite or you assessing Big
all of them? What you have done in 2021, what you have done in 2021 is to serve constantly as a second panelist for the NDC. You don't let us flow. Anytime you realize that we are speaking and we are flowing, you try to interject.
Became a comma Gen Z phone, Gen Z. Oh, Omwa. Nancy Omoye demonstration yi bi wo Kenya yi. Omomo.
Enya hu ma menti asi.
Gen Z ni fo ni omo ye war between 1997 and 2012. Won sa. Won aba na nsen ya no.
Aba fresh for no.
Yeah. Millennials no ye 1981 for na bepem 96 no. Na Gen Z for no 97 bepem 2012. Except for crowns waba. AI for no. we are not going to allow anybody to gaslight us.
As I just saying.
Gaslighting, no. Say, be also here, come the power. And so, we bet me a catcher or say, we're common no. And one hand here, obejidi, and I manipulation. A psychological methods are maybe to me adopted to make you feel that they are all can win him the outcome. Me say, in the year 2000 to 2008, Ghana, we were on the right path. In spite of difficulties I encountered in 2008, the same thing Uncle Kwesi anope. Sa pe na Uncle Kwesi ne namfophobia in the year 2008. In fact, almost started in 2003, 2004, 2005. Between 2009 and 2013, they went silent. This is to the Gen Zs. The Gen Zs were not here between the year 2001 and 2008 now. Ebia, almost say Bia Uncle Kwesi and some other people are talking. Oh, these are neutral minds. These are people who are and I'm saying that as a matter of fact. In fact, Omo supported the NDC in a lot of their propaganda, spin and skew against MPP Aban under President Kufuor. Uncle Kwesi Gahon. And we will not allow it. Means that but you see there. The new MPP would never allow anybody to gaslight us. We will state the facts, we will deal with the issues, and we will make sure, say, all the people who attempt to gaslight us, and especially see, Gen Z for make come answer me. Nania, they were not there. And today, someone to say, and penophobe say, because some people say, oh, this and that. I am reminding all of them, say, when you hear some of them speak, don't take it hook, line, and sinker. Oh no, you're madam for power, or you're madam for power. So Becky, we know what say ni pane poto, or you're madam for unimu pastors, or you're madam for dia. Unimu say Matthew Poku prempe, you're madam for dia. And you're some koja and kafa no no credit. So what did he say? They are koja and kafa no credit, and you're one down for. Don't say it. That is gaslighting. Nipan di kai card the anite so nim di okama. Oh, medium ye inside armor. No, I say oh. Ekojan. Now, how can you come and refer to a Kojan's comment and then we are Ube Kojan's and we are no professor professor no yet secretary to Itagnasemu Ekojan or the national team coordinator for NDC. It's where they now quote a Kojan statement and a view about Napo when the Kojan clearly is reinforcing the commentary that the NDC are pushing. International relations dean no University of Cape Coast now or yes secretary to UTAG and again nobody said say professor no some no kai or kasama UTAG so don't quote me wrongly me say as someone me kedi kind of say obi to me ko obi won someone to obi when you can experience the person yourself enti wa wonim say woni na ponye adwuma da bia no jai say wo de NDC for nsem ne nam no omo ni na po aye adwuma nkasa na edi na po wa dance and the professor says na I am na me kai o professor na nkasa na me quote no professor na say na oye UTAG secretary na ono ene na po ye adwuma no ne personal encounter wankasa o kasa ma UTAG or say ne personal encounter I have known and worked with Napo. I got close to him during my time as National Secretary of UTAG. Why did he say he's speaking on behalf of UTAG? Okay. I have no doubt about his leadership qualities because he's a great manager, a visionary, and a doer. He is compassionate and does not discriminate. How does this translate into Okasama Nagratana UTAG? Nagratana UTAG no, omo human form. Betumi edi obi ho dance. Enye individuals na wo mu na omo ni de pana ye adwuma pe no betumi di no ho dance. Where is the lie in this? Into rubbish way now kofa ekojana the Gen Zs. I hope you are seeing where it is going. Number 2. Naneo say obi kasa obi ye generous a part of the character traits. A generous person is generally a good person. Obi owa badaye what a man kwan obi to me generous. And every country would want a leader that is generous. Because such a leader no kotra demu na so ofa adwene ne generosity no trigger ne compassion na badaye no, and it makes sure say the decisions no will go in that direction. It is only a generous leader that can decide that we will not leave 100,000 children who do not have money at home, but will pay for their fees to come to school. Only a generous leader can do that. Generous leader pe in a betumi aka say in kola omundi 18 omonya kidney issues and the cancer issues, omonya kidney issues, omonya dialysis no, ye betu am free. Only a generous leader will do that. Generous leader pen obetumi aka say debi see ye allowances fit teacher for ne nurse for one here from Mabeket in fie inti yentua mom no mo school. Only a generous leader will do that. Inti Uncle Kwesi is completely wrong by trying to downplay the description of Napo as a generous